Orange83. This is the Mr. Orange83 show, and this is like the 500 freaking time I tried to do this video. So, I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. So, let's get into why I'm doing this video. Because originally it was going to be a YouTubers that attack other YouTubers video. But, some idiot named Wrestling Jesus caught my eye and really said some things about indie fanboys and that really got under my skin. Well, what are you doing? I'm trying to get in the freaking video. There's my dog. Oh, big burly dog. He's the best guard dog ever. Anyway, so a wrestling Jesus is what he calls himself. This guy is the biggest idiot in the wrestling internet community. Biggest idiot. Why? Because of some things he said about AEW, and because he's so hypocritical. I don't like John Cena, but I buy his figures and his shirts. Okay. You don't like John Cena, but you still buy his merchandise. That really irritates me. Because if you don't like someone, you don't buy their merchandise. That's how it is. When you don't like a guy that's a wrestler, you don't buy his merchandise. Because if you buy his merchandise, WWE is going to keep pushing him to the top and making him, bury all the young guys that you care about. But anyway, I also want to mention something else. This guy talks about AEW, talks about all the flippy high flying stuff that people do. Look at WWE. Look at a lot of their top guys. Look at their top guys. A lot of their top guys do the same thing these guys at AEW are going to do. Now, how this all started was because a small portion of stupid fans, that's right, I'm calling them stupid fans, because to sit there and say something's better than something before you even have a chance to see a show of it, it's completely stupid. I want AEW to succeed as much as everybody else. But I don't want these goofballs to be like, oh, hey, yeah, it's already better than WWE. Give me one reason why it's better than WWE when it hasn't ran a show yet. You've got to watch the shows. When you watch Double or Nothing, All Out, and then when they get their TV, then you can judge. Till then, shut up. Anyway, because you give idiots like this the fuel they need to attack other fans of indie promotions, and dog on the other promotions that are way better than WWE right now. I mean, honestly, listen, fans, you might be expecting a lot from AEW, but like I said in my own AEW video, I said, look, let's hold off on putting up too much expectation until we actually see some shows. When we see some shows, then you can start getting the expectation. Because when you do that, and you say it's better, especially when somebody from GameSpot does a video where he talks about, AEW, WWE, New Japan, all that, they're better than what the Attitude Era was. I forgot what the idiot's name that said that was, but get off a freaking credible channel like GameSpot if you're going to say stupid stuff like that. Really? Go to a freaking amateur hour freaking news site to freaking say stuff like that. Honestly. Get off of a big name place like that. Go do your own little local area thing. Because when you say stupid stuff like that, you give these idiots like the Wrestling Jesus fuel to run their mouth about other people who are fans, and call other people who are fans of the indies, virgins. They still live in their parents' house. They don't have no life. They don't, they're just a bunch of smarks. Yeah. Are you auditioning for WWE? WWE's not going to take an idiot they might take an idiot with you with their writing teams. But, really? You're going to come out here and call people retards for something they believe in, And yeah, maybe they shouldn't believe in it yet because it hasn't had a show yet. But you're gonna call people retards for that, okay? You sound like, no offense to anybody who has disabilities. It's not directed to them. But you sound like someone who does have a disability yourself. And you're sitting there calling people retards on YouTube. Okay? You know, what a stupid thing to say. What a stupid idiot. But, yeah, hey. That's, and your fans that I watched that video and I read through the comments because after you started dogging on AEW, I stopped paying attention to the video. Right through all the comments your fans said, your fans are idiots too. Your freaking fans are dummies. And you're a dummy. So, whatever. You know why people are saying what they're saying about AEW, and yeah, they shouldn't be saying it, but you know why they're saying it? Because they're sick and tired of week in, week out WWE putting garbage on them. They're sick of WrestleManias being garbage. They're sick of SummerSlams being garbage. They're sick of Royal Rumbles being garbage. Now, the last couple I thought were pretty good. WrestleMania last year was a little bit better than the one before, but not by much. SummerSlam was complete garbage. So, with all that being said, people are tired of that. Now, imagine that WCW still been in business today. And nobody calls WWE out on this, except for the true wrestling fans. But, if WCW were still alive today, and one of their big 4 pay-per-views were garbage, especially their biggest one, Starrcade, although Eric Bischoff said, oh, I always built things toward Halloween Havoc. Oh, what? I'll talk about that another time. But, to sit there, and I guarantee you, had Starrcade, if it was still around, and WCW was still around, and had it been a bad pay-per-view, which if you've seen in 97, 98, people were not too happy with those, WCW would have got buried. Oh, they're ran by a bunch of idiots. They don't know what they're doing. They need to be bought out by WWE. Even if ECW, with their big 4, which I don't know what would really consider to be one of their big 4. I guess Heatwave or something? Maybe? I don't know. Heatwave's probably one of the big 4. Well, let's say Heatwave was bad. People would bury ECW for it, if it was still around. But yet, these freaking idiots sit there, idiots like Wrestling Jesus, sit there and dog on people just because they got too much expectations for AEW. Which you shouldn't have, because AEW hasn't ran a show yet. Why you decide to freaking, I'm going to lower this thing down a little bit. Why you think it's better than WWE is beyond me when it hasn't ran a show. Maybe it will be better than WWE when it does run shows. Maybe Double or Nothing will be awesome. Maybe All Out will be awesome. And then maybe when they get on a TV station, maybe their weekly program will be awesome. Their Tuesday Night Delight or whatever it's going to be. Maybe it'll be awesome. Tuesday Night Dynamite, whatever freaking name they trademarked for their main TV show. I don't know. Just as long as they don't change the AEW to the main TV show's name. Impact Wrestling. Anyway, what are you barking for? That's just James. Anyway, yeah. So I didn't want to do a wrestling video again until WrestleMania time, but I have to go and put idiots like the freaking Wrestling Jesus in check because he wants to call everybody retard. Also, something else he mentioned was talk about all the LGBT characters that AEW signed. Okay. Are you a Finn Balor fan? Let me ask you that. You a Finn Balor fan? Did you watch WrestleMania last year? Didn't he come out representing the LGBT community? Didn't Derek Young freaking come out as he was, gay? Yeah. You know why they're doing that? So they can get good publicity. WWE did it with Finn Balor, but I didn't know Finn Balor was possibly a part of that group. Maybe he's not. Maybe it's just something. They were like, oh, let's just have him randomly come out with the LGBT community. Because he looks like it. I don't know. Maybe that's what Vince thought. But, to sit there, okay, so WWE can sit there and take a guy that as far as anybody knows, is not gay, and have him represent the LGBT community. But yet, AEW signs a bunch of, LGBT. And if you look at frickin' Velveteen Dream, either he's frickin' gay for real, or his character's played gayly. I think it's the other one. And his character too. I've even said it when I've reviewed NXT shows that he's kind of like if Rick Rude was gay and he had a child with Goldust. That's what I defined his character as. But to sit there and to freaking dogged him for that, and then not, say anything about WWE pampering, that's for good publicity. Because whether we like it or not, this world is a lot different now than it was back in the day. But, like I said, whether we like it or not, that's how this world is today. Can't do nothing about it. So, for him to dog on them for signing a bunch of LGBT characters, including Kenny Omega, is pretty stupid. Now, to also clarify something else. He talked about how nobody cares about Jericho Omega 2. Okay, nobody cares. I'm pretty sure people said nobody cared about Omega Jericho 1, and look how Wrestle Kingdom 12 did last year. Look how, and look, I already freaking predicting that the AEW Double or Nothing is going to sell out. They already said with all the pre-orders or whatever freaking number stuff. I don't get into number stuff. I'm not into that. I'm not a numbers person, but to sit there and to talk about how it's going to be ROH 2.0 as well. Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. ROH 2.0. Okay, yeah, alright. ROH 2.0. Anyway. Just because the Bucks, SCU, and Hangman Page and that are there, they weren't the freaking backbones of ROH. In fact, none of them really had a major title in ROH in a while. They had guys like the Briscoes and the freaking Jay Lethals and Dalton Castles and all that as champions. Or Jeff Cobb. Trying to, tackle my inner Crease Coleman. He gets excited for Jeff Cobb as JR did for Stone Cold. But anyway, so yeah. ROH is still doing good, even without those guys. Those guys are in a new promotion. They're not going to try to copy ROH, probably because of respect for them. But, so how's it going to be ROH 2.0? Why? Because the Bucks and Cody and freaking Hangman Page is there? And SCU? Yeah, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Now, hey, if they were signing guys like, Jay Lethal and freaking, Dalton Castle and Kingdom and, Ian Riccaboni and Colt Cabana are the commentators, and yeah, maybe they are trying to be alright. But they're not. They're trying to be their own company. They are trying to give WWE some true competition because maybe they want to see WWE better. Maybe they want to see wrestlers who wrestle for WWE who can't get out of their freaking contract until their contracts are up. Want to see them get treated better in that company. So yeah. Wrestling Jesus, you're a freaking wrestling idiot. Because yeah, the fans are stupid for saying, oh yeah, it's already better than WWE. Even though it hasn't ran a show yet. But still. Because people said that about Global Force, and I was one of the ones that made the mistake about saying that about Global Force, which I regret. But at least I can admit when I'm wrong. But anyway. So for him to come out and call out, and to call the frickin' people who like this stuff virgins, and that, hey, guess what? I'm married. I got 2 kids. Own my own house. I don't live in my parents' basement. Own my own house. I guess I'm freaking a virgin. I guess I live in my parents' basement, even though I don't. I live in my own house. So, for him to say that was also pretty stupid, because he's a freaking stupid idiot, but anyway. Then the dog on all the LGBT stuff, and like I said, I'm not trying to defend the LGBT or anything, but when you sit there in your WWE and you have Balor representing them last year at WrestleMania, and then you got a character that possibly may be that way in real life, but plays the character that way, then how can you dog that? How can you dog them for that? WWE does the same thing. It's for publicity. You get good publicity when you do stuff that people think is right in the world. Despite some people may not think it's right in the world, but you know, we all have our opinions. So, for the dog them for that, and then to dog them about all the stuff about, oh, they don't like WWE. They want all these WWE guys to come over to the AEW. I hate doing that voice. Makes my throat badly. Anyway, first of all, they're not talking about every single WWE guy. Yeah, maybe Orton. He was a total WWE guy. Maybe Batista. Maybe Undertaker. Undertaker wasn't a WWE guy at first, though. He was in WCW at first. As freaking mean Mark Callahan. Then he went to WWE, became Undertaker, got a big name. Hall and Nash. Everybody talks about how WCW pillaged WWE's talent. Hall and Nash started in WCW. Didn't get treated right, went to WWE, became big stars, went back to WCW, and became even bigger stars. And I guess people forget that WWE pillaged some WCW talent too. I mean, Austin was a part of WCW. He was a part of some top-notch factions. I mean, he didn't get the fair share he was hoping to get when he was in WCW, but he was still kind of a featured guy. He was TV champ, US champ. He was in their two top factions, I think, for them. He wasn't the head guy, but he was a lackey for him, but he was featured pretty well, so I don't know. But, you sit there and you can call the fans idiots all you want. Because you're an idiot yourself. And your fans are idiots. I know, it's about, but now they're vanilla midgets, okay. Jericho looks nothing like a vanilla midget. He's like, what, 6 foot? Probably 300 pounds with how big his belly is now. Kenny Omega's like 6'1", 6'2", I think. Maybe 6 foot even. 220 something pounds. Yeah, that's a vanilla midget. I guess Shawn Michaels, when he was champion, he was a vanilla midget then. Bret the Hitman Hart. Everybody loves Bret Hart. He was 6'1", 235 pounds. He was a vanilla midget then. If all these AEW guys are vanilla midgets, when Hangman Page is like 6'1", 260 pounds, okay. Or maybe 6'2", I don't know. Cody is bulked up a lot since he's left WWE. The Young Bucks, yeah, they might still be short, but they bulked up to be considered heavyweights. I guess all these other teams that, like the Hardy Boys, all these great teams like the Hardy Boys and that, they were vanilla midgets in their time too, I guess, If we're going on the criteria that frickin' Wrestling Jesus and his idiot fans are going by. Yeah, vanilla midgets. People like that are just stupid. This guy should not even be on YouTube. He's so freaking stupid. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I don't like John Cena, but I'll buy his merchandise. This is a reason why I don't like considering myself wrestling internet community. Not only because I don't talk about wrestling every single video, but because I'm not a freaking hypocrite. And oh, I remember CM Punk when he was freaking WWE champion. Everybody loved him. Everybody was rooting for him to be the top guy in WWE and said he should have been the top guy in WWE. He was 6'2", 218 pounds. Seth Rollins, 6'2", 218 pounds. But yeah, nobody calls him a vanilla midget. They call these guys vanilla midgets because they're freaking mindless WWE sheep. Wrestling Jesus and his retarded fans. Now you know what, I'm not gonna say retarded. Wrestling Jesus and his idiot fans are mindless WWE sheep. Despite what frickin' Wrestling Jesus claims, oh, I'm not a WWE sheep. And yeah, maybe, saying even if they did take some of those guys like Ambrose and that, it wouldn't shut down. Yeah, you're right, it wouldn't. WWE will just build up some other douchebag to be the top guy in WWE. So yeah. He may have had some good points, but then when he started going to the point where he's calling all the indie fans idiots, virgins, and, live in their parents' basement and don't have a freaking life because, hey, I work out too. I got a wife and kids. I got a big family, and you see my dog over there? We got 2 dogs, 2 cats, a fish. So, for you to sit there and say that about indie fans, and the reason why indie fans are watching ROH and New Japan and hoping AEW does great is because they're tired of the same old garbage on WWE. They're tired of it. Raw is so lame. There's a freaking champion on there that don't even show up but like 4 times a year, but yet he's the champion. And he's their big attraction. That guy's your big attraction. Part-timer. Holding your company hostage for money. Holding your top title, because you're considering the freaking Raw Universal title, top title over your actual top title, the WWE Championship, which has become pretty much in the boat of the World Heavyweight Championship, as long as it's not being defended on an opening Raw show. But, your top title is held up by this guy, too. So, yeah. Give us the same old garbage. I will say, the past couple years, they've gotten a little bit better than what they were. But it's still terrible. Especially sitting through a 3-hour show. That's part of the reason why... This is why I knew WWE was going to start downfalling. Because, no soon as they talked about the 3-hour thing, I was one of the ones that like, you know what, this is dumb. They're going to freaking ruin themselves just like WCW did. Because when WCW did the 3-hour stuff, they had to do a lot of stuff to fill in the show, and the shows started getting lame and boring. Especially when it hit into 99, 2000, and the early part of 2001. Even though in early 2001 it looked like they were starting to get back on track, but anyway, I'm done talking about this morning. I tried to make it short and sweet, but I doubt I did. I'm done talking about this morning. Yes, all you people that are saying AEW's already better than WWE, stop saying that until you actually see a show. When they got a TV deal, when Double or Nothing comes around, when All Out comes around, then you can say something like that. Till then, just shut up about it. And as for Wrestling Jesus, you're the biggest, dumbest, idiotic piece of trash on YouTube there is. And you're the biggest freaking hypocrite on YouTube there is as well. And you wonder why YouTube tries to take you off their channel. Because you're a freaking big, idiotic hypocrite. So, screw you. Big F you shout out to the Wrestling Jesus. Get off of YouTube. You're dumb. Anyway, I'm going to do a birthday shout out real fast. Birthday shout out to my Uncle Ray. It was just his birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Uncle Ray. Hope you're still enjoying Florida. The weather's starting to change here. Tomorrow I will do my top 5 reasons why. My my top 5 reasons why Planet Fitness is a terrible gym. So if you want to see that, check it out. Check out some of my other videos I just did. I just did What Would Have Happened Had the Show Not Ended After Season 7. I also did a review of the Hall of Champions Series 2 Ron Simmons. If y'all want to see what I had to say about that, go check out those videos as well. Follow me on Twitter at MrHornby83. I also have just signed up last night to be an ambassador for NECA. Luckily, the store I'm going to be ambassador for is not claimed, so I laid claim to it. So I'm going to start going there weekly. I might record a couple of YouTube videos on my way there. I'm not going to do it while I'm in there because I have to take the pictures. Take the picture of the NECA shelf, how it looked before I fixed it, and then how it looks after I fixed it. So I'll start doing that next week. I already went there yesterday and I fixed it up a little bit. Me and my wife both, but I didn't realize you got to take a picture. I forgot you got to take a picture of the store location, and the date and all that too. So that picture's null and void that we took yesterday. So make sure we do it right next week. Anyway, catch you guys later. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Let me know what you think about what Wrestling Jesus said about AEW and them signing a bunch of LGBT characters. And if you like Wrestling Jesus or not, or if you think like me, he should just get off YouTube because he's a complete idiotic hypocrite and his fans are stupid too. That's part of the reason why I didn't do my YouTubers that attack other YouTubers, because I knew I was, especially when I, talking about all these YouTubers that got attacked, but yet I just attacked one on it, so I decided to do this one instead. So I'll do that one down the road, probably the following week, because I got some pretty good videos planned for next week. So make sure to hit that notification bell as well. Catch you guys later. See you tomorrow. Peace out.